Let's talk to a head of campaigns at the Taxpayers Alliance, Elliot Keck. Hi, Elliot.
Good evening, Kevin.
Well, this falls under your remit, of course, because the process of processing applications for asylum takes a lot of money, and that's taxpayers' money. Now, the fact that they've allowed 30,000 to stay, no doubt wrongly, no doubt in a hurry to make it look good, and then they've had to say, wait a second, we did this too quickly. These people can't actually stay. That's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to cause a lot of confusion. And we know what will happen. These asylum seekers who were told, oh, you've succeeded, you can stay, will now be told you can't stay. But it won't make a bit of difference because they will stay.
Yeah, and absolutely. Doesn't this epitomise the last 5 years of Conservative government? They fail on a key policy priority. At the last minute, they realise, oh, voters actually care about this. And then suddenly they're having to rush everything through. They've done the exact same thing on the tax burden. They've raised the tax burden to a record high. Then a few months ago, they thought, oh, hold on, we need to go to an election. How about we cut national insurance by a few p? So listen, it's the same thing with every single policy area. They fail and then they fail and they fail. And then at the last minute, they rush to a ridiculous extent, mess everything up, and it's taxpayers that end up having to foot the bill.
Well, your excellent organisation, Elliot, the Taxpayers Alliance. I mean, you work around the clock, no matter what the administration is, Labour, Tory, or any of the others, just to make sure taxpayers' money is being spent wisely. Now, I follow your regular reports with great interest. It usually produces features for us here at Talk. The reason I'm asking you this is, have you found, over the last couple of years, maybe longer, that the Tories have been really wasting a lot of tax money? Because it looks to me as if they have.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the biggest problems that we've seen is we've seen millions and millions of pounds going towards charities and other organisations that are campaigning against the removal of illegal immigrants. So, you see charities that will take on cases and fight to the absolute hilt to stop, people that often are actually criminals and often quite serious criminals being deported. So you have the government that tells the public, that tells voters, and is telling voters that it takes illegal immigration seriously, that it takes people who commit crimes seriously, and yet at the same time it's funding many organisations to the tune of millions of pounds to fight against them. So I think it's the problem is it's a government that doesn't know its right hand from its left hand, that has allowed the state to grow far too big, and it doesn't have control anymore.
And when Labour get in, I think we can use the word when. From what I can glean of their migrant crisis plans, it's going to involve a lot of bureaucracy, talking to Brussels about exchanging migrants. We take some of theirs, they take some of ours. It looks to me as if the cost of the migrant crisis, in other words, taxpayers' money, the cost of the migrant crisis will soar after Labour get in.
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, if it goes up, I mean, it's difficult to believe that it could go up much more than it already has done. But of course, the Labour government has made some positive noises. It's talking about, for example, scrapping the Rwanda plan, which for all its faults, at least was, a proposal to try and cut down on the number of illegal immigrants coming to the country, as flawed of a proposal as it was. And listen, the key question for the Labour government is, are you actually going to take taxpayers' money seriously? Are you going to try and to remove the people that have come here illegally? Are you going to try to cut down the costs to taxpayers? And I think it's really a difficult proposition to believe that they will.